Hello and welcome. Welcome. Come on back. Some of you know I've kind of been missing in action for a little bit. I was down, I was sick, and I kind of came close to seeing a little bit more what goes on the other side. That's how sick I was. However, anytime you are sick and down and really scared, anytime you go through any kind of life-threatening illness and come back out of it, whether it's a kidney condition, a heart condition, cancer, whatever it is, when you come back, you have to use that second chance. Don't let it slip past. The Creator gave us a second chance for a reason, okay? I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit, but I don't have any notes put together, as usual. I'm just going to let Spirit guide me. Some of you have asked about the paranormal flashlight that I normally have up here. I'm having troubles with batteries. The batteries that I had been getting are they're weeping, and they're allowing acid to flow into the flashlight, so I can't use the flashlight. But anyway, welcome. Come on in. Get your tea, get your coffee, and I will see you guys in a moment. And we're going to talk about what's coming up here in the month. I'm going to pull cards for all 12 signs. All right. One of the first things we're going to talk about is 2025 is a 9-year. And 9 is the number of completion. It's getting things done, getting things wrapped up. And with that, we have seen the passing of an awful lot of people and pets. We're going to continue to see that throughout the year. It will ease up as some of us get past our personal 9s. I happen to be in a personal 9-year. That means wrapping up a lot of stuff on top of the 9-year of 2025. And with so many people passing, I want you to know that there is a new beginning, even for them. As a matter of fact, the joy and the jubilation on the other side is they don't want to come back. Oftentimes when a soul gets to the other side, even in a near-death experience, when they get there on the other side, it is so difficult for them to say, okay, yeah, maybe I'll come back down and give it another shot. There is nothing but love, unconditional acceptance. And that is for no matter what you have said and done in your lifetime. Everybody gets opportunity to go to the good side. I will be starting up my grief group again. Keep watch over on my Facebook page, and I'll keep you guys posted on that. Hey, this is a good place to stop and hit that like button if you would. Subscribe if you already haven't. You'll get my notifications that way. If you subscribe at Facebook, at YouTube, not at Facebook. Many of you wait for me to post them over at Facebook, and subscribe over at YouTube, please. That does help me over there. And your comments. If you want to throw 8 or 10 comments in a video, please do that. That helps. One of the other things we're going to talk about is this 2025 is going to be kind of tough. And a lot of us have already seen how tough it is. Wildfires. The remainders of the hurricane, that's not wrapped up yet. There will be earthquakes in California. They're going to be significant. A lot of it is the fact that the ground has been heated too by those wildfires. So kind of stay braced for 2025. Try to stay out of big gatherings. Again, we saw the nut job in, I'm sorry, I shouldn't say that. The guy in New Orleans that ran into the crowd. There's going to be more things like that happening. I even foresee another attempt on President Trump. Once he gets in office, sometime around mid-April, give or take, could happen before, could happen after, but April 9th to the 15th in there somewhere is really a crucial time, according to his chart. Taking a look at his chart, seeing where all those detrimental planets are aligned, he stands a big chance of really something happening. I don't think it may be a bullet or somebody shooting a pew pew at him. Something different. I think he may ingest something that somebody sets up. They may attempt to try to maybe poison him. I don't know. Just telling you what I feel. Okay. Once we get into July, tail into June, into July, we're going to see things start to ease up just a little bit. It's going to feel better for a whole lot of people. There are some signs that are going to experience a great blow up in a good way. Some of you have been working very hard for something, and it just, in the time frame that we were in, and with Pluto out there causing mayhem, and Mars and Mercury coming in and just kind of shooting everybody's boats out of the water, it's going to get better. Some of you guys are going to experience some financial blow-ups, okay, in a good way. Going to get better. We have Capricorn. You guys are going to have some increase in income, something you guys have been working at for a while. It's going to kind of come around. Some of you may even find new homes, new housing, someplace you've been wanting to move to. Pisces, you guys are also going to see some increase in finance, productivity. You're going to kind of got your shit together now that you feel what's happening around you and making those changes. Also, Taurus. Taurus is another one that is going to see some increase. So some of you that have been just treading water financially, this is going to be a great time. In about June till about October, it's going to really be some great expansion. Now, when I give you dates on things like that, they're not chiseled in stone. What happens is that energy kind of comes in, it hits a peak and then waves back out. So just be ready. Another one is Leo. You guys are going to see some fruition to some of the efforts that you have already put forth. Again, prosperity. Keep that up. If you're setting intentions, this is for everybody. If you're setting intentions, make them good. And then every step of the way, when you receive a gift somehow from the universe, take that moment and thank God. Thank you, Jesus. Just give thanks. Leos, Virgos. Virgos are another one that is going to see some great improvements and changes. Fingers crossed for Tina. And let's see, who else? I do believe Gemini. Yes, Gemini. Gemini is another one. If those signs are in your sun, your moon, or your rising sign. Gemini is also going to see some expansion and some growth. Now, I want you guys to know that there are two types of astrology. Which type are you following? Do you know? Well, first off, we have Vedic astrology or sidereal astrology, and that is the original Indian form of astrology. I find it to be more accurate in my own personal chart. The techniques and the planetary adjustments in the charts, and it's so complicated I can't even break it down for you this quick, but it is more accurate to me. The second form of astrology that is out there is the one that you guys used to follow in the newspapers. Remember when there was such a thing as a newspaper and you used to pick it up and look up at your horoscope? That is what we call Western tropical astrology. And it is the one that I kind of refer to for you guys because it's the one that is the most common. So if you guys are following a couple other astrologers, make sure that you know what form they are following, or what form they are letting you know about. Because I am a Virgo in Western tropical astrology. In Vedic astrology, I am a Leo. So there's a difference. Now, I want you guys to know that those, even if you do look those up, and even the ones that I give you, are so general that it could apply to almost anybody. When you look up your chart, and the place that I go to is Astro Cafe. It's free. You need to know your birth time and place. And it is crucial because every 4 minutes can change the results of that chart. You've got to know your birth time and your birthplace. So, with that being said, I am going to go ahead and get ready to start. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and pull some cards and see where we land. All 12 signs. Grab your tea or your coffee. And by the way, those of you that follow me, I have not been able to drink my coffee since I've been sick. I've been on tea. Kind of lost my taste for coffee. But grab your cup and come on back. All right, welcome back. Getting ready to pull some cards for you guys. Here's a strange note, in fact, that I kind of throw out there at you guys. I don't care for tarot. Really don't need it. I'm a psychic, and over that, I am a medium. So I do talk to the other side. I have been using tarot as a vehicle to get out in front of you guys, to kind of let people know that there's something else out there that can help predict, and whether it's me as a psychic medium, whether it's the cards, but there is something out there that is kind of a tool that we can all use. I am an evidential medium. If you come to my grief group, and I haven't got a date yet for that, so please keep watch over at Facebook. If you keep an eye over there, you will see the dates when I post that and location. But an evidential medium is somebody that gives real solid evidence. There are a lot of psychics out there, or mediums, that will, when you sit down to do a reading with them, they will tell you about, oh, I feel the love. Grandma's coming through and she loves you. Oh, geez, well, how happy she is. Okay. One reading that I did for a lady, I was able to tell her not only that grandma sent love, but grandma had this weird, ugly green wallpaper in her dining room. and that as children, she and somebody else, a little cousin, would sit and they would take their mashed potatoes and put it in the flowered pattern of this green wallpaper. Now, she didn't think she got a good reading, even though I gave her a tremendous amount of detail to prove that I was talking to Grandma. She wanted me to say that secret term that her and Grandma had. Wasn't that important to Grandma because she didn't give it to me. So, all right. With that said, I am starting with Aries. Let's see what's going on for Aries. Whether it is you are Aries in your sun, your moon, or your rising sign. All right. We have the Knight of Pentacles that came up. Aries, financial security means a lot to you. You need to know that the bills are going to be paid. You absolutely need to know that you even have something to fall back on. I mentioned earlier that some signs are going to be coming into some financial abundance. Aries, I don't think you were one that I mentioned. However, you are going to have a little glow up. Instead of blow up, I'll call it a glow up. You are going to have a little bit of a glow up, and it is going to improve things a little bit. However, I do feel that you need to do a budget. You may need to cut some shit out. That $5 cup of coffee at Sheetz every day, figure out how much it costs you at the end of the year. That $7 cup of coffee from Starbucks. You need to make some choices in your life in order to attain that abundance. You just can't go willy-nilly. I taught financial literacy. Everybody should have a budget. You need to know what your expenses are. You need to know what you've got coming in. You just need to be prepared that way. We also have the Moon card that came up for Aries, and this is about the duality that you have been dealing with in your own life. You have been running hot and cold, kind of feeling a little bipolar and out of whack a little bit, and that is going to pass because this came up upside down. I feel like a lot of you are working through it, coming out the other side. You haven't had a lot of happiness in a while, but you've been holding that back. Financially, if you start cutting some of those things out, this guy's going to come around and bring a little bit of that abundance back. All right, there we have Aries. Moving on to Taurus. All right, Taurus, let's see what we have for you guys. What is coming your way? All right, we have the King of Pentacles, and I do believe I mentioned Taurus was one of those signs that was going to receive that glow up. Some of you might be dealing with a Leo, and whether they are a boss, somebody from your past, grandma or grandpa, but somehow through somebody else's money, you're going to receive a glow up, whether it's a gift or an inheritance. It might just be a little bit of a rebate on something, but financially, you guys are also going to receive that little glow up. We have the Lover's card that came up. This is all about the karmic events that you've already gone through, because it came up in reverse. Now, some of you may be returning to an old love, or an old love may be returning to you. If it didn't work out the first 14 times, it's not going to work out again. Figure it out. They're not going to change. You're in love with being in love. This is a karmic lesson that you need to learn with this person. Don't be afraid to cut ties and move on. Move forward. You're destined for greatness anyway, every one of you guys. We also have the Knight of Wands. You've got something new that's going to come in and inspire you in your life. And it's about damn time. You have felt so dull. You haven't been able to move forward. A lot of things kind of holding you back emotionally. Fear was one of them. This guy's coming charging in with that club. He's ready to kick ass and take names. And that's what I want you to do. Well, don't really kick anybody, but you know what I mean. This inspiration that's coming in is really going to brighten your life and brighten your path. But again, get solid in who you are. All right, Gemini. Coming up for Gemini. All right, Gemini. I am taking a moment, pausing in between signs to actually clear the cards. All right, one more for Gemini. There we go. All right, Gemini, we have the Seven of Wands that came out. That is speaking about, first off, 7 is a spiritual number. Kind of saying you're moving in the right direction. You've already done the work. You've experienced the betrayal. You've experienced the backstabbing. You've already gone through that. So you're prepared. Look at him. He's standing there ready. Ready or not. Bring me the good stuff. And I want you to program yourself that way. Oh, I can't do that. Nothing good ever happens to me. As long as you keep that mind frame, that's all more you're going to get. So I want you to look at that as a good thing. You got that crap out of the way. You also have 2 2s. Let's go with the 2 of Pentacles first. Financially, things had been out of whack. Anything you tried to do seemed to cost you more money. If you wanted to go fix the car, something unforeseen would come up and it would be bigger bill. You're starting to get that back in control. Part of manifesting good things is having that good thought, expecting better than what you normally do. Allow that mindset to open up and let that come in. We also have the 2 of Cups. Anytime you have cards that are numbered the same, they add power to each other. All right, this 2 of Cups is about a partnership that you may be forming with somebody, an alliance, an allegiance, somebody that's kind of going to give you that motivation. Now, this actually could be a friend or grandma or aunt, somebody that just kind of gives you that little word of inspiration to keep going, to know that you're worthy. And you are. God didn't send any of us down here to be in torment, but it's how we choose to respond to it. That 2 of Cups is also about, it speaks to me about prosperity. It speaks to me about partnership. It also speaks to me about a possible romantic connection coming in for Gemini. All right, there you have it, Gemini. We are moving on to Cancer. See Cancer in a moment. Alrighty, back with Cancer. I have cleansed and neutralized the cards in between. All right, Cancer. I do feel like you have been going around and around and have repeated this cycle in your life many times. Where you're at, we have the 8 of Wands. Since this is such a repeated cycle, you already know what's happening. or what's coming to happen, beginning to happen. You already know it. You already feel it. This may be for Sagittarius. It could be any fire sign. And then you may have a message coming through for somebody. An ex, an old friend, an unexpected message from somebody. Now, this isn't going to sit real good. Maybe with the person that you're with does not want to see you move back to where you came from, love-wise. We also have the Three of Cups. I get the feeling that you have been trying to juggle an outside person in a two-people connection. There's three people here. It was fun. It always starts out as fun. Menage a trois. Oh yeah, let's do something exciting until somebody's feelings get hurt. Who am I working on here? Good gravy. Hang on a minute. Let me look at who I'm doing. Cancer. I'm sorry. Had to look it up. Who was I doing? Cancer, you're basically about emotion anyway, and that's what Cancer sign in on the chart really stands for. A lot of emotion, a lot of healing. You need to release this because you've got something better coming. We have the Knight of Wands. This is somebody that's moving into your life very slowly. I'm not necessarily feeling it as a love interest, but this is somebody that is going to kind of guide and mentor you, help you go the right direction. And it may not be like help teach me. You're just going to pick up these things from this person, almost like osmosis. They are going to give you information to help guide you. This person that's coming in is sincerely cares about you. Whether it does begin to develop into something longer term, that's up to you and how you respond, because you have been through it and you may have some fences up because of what you have been through. All right, going from Cancer on to Leo. I got to keep track. All right, Leo. Whether you are Leo in your sun, your moon, or your rising sign, you guys are going to experience some glow up. In the past, probably 4 or 5 years, you have had just one big pile of doo-doo after another. Okay, maybe I spoke too soon. But I do see it coming as a good thing. All right, first off, we have I was going to do them in numeric order, but I will not. First off, let's get this one out of the way. The Five of Pentacles. This is almost as dreaded as the Tower card. Something's fallen apart. It may have to do with money. It does have to do with a love connection. I feel like if you are in a connection with somebody, it is almost at the end of the line, almost done. Somebody may be taking advantage of you financially to stay warm, to stay housed. So prepare yourself, not for the end, but for a better beginning. We also have the Six. Not the Six of anything. It's the Lover's card, and it happens to be a 6. It came up in reverse. So this most likely is a situation completely ending. It could be something old that you just hung on to as a memory. You might be able to cut that cord now and release it completely. This is a karmic event that was meant to happen to you, to shake you up, to make you see that I'm worthy of something better. That may be the topic today. I am worthy. You're worthy. And last we have for Leo, the Four of Wands. This falling apart is going to lead to this. You've wanted happiness for quite a while. That's why you got in that connection, with whether it was a work connection, whether it was a love connection, could have been a church connection. This is a church that's depicted on this card. This four is about you finally taking control. You now want your sights aimed on the finish line. You're no longer just going to hang out there willy-nilly hoping for God knows what, because you weren't sending your prayers to the right place at the right time. You know, if you're one of those ones, oh God, now what? You're going to get, oh God, now what? However, I do get that you're seeing things brighter. You're trying to pick your mindset up and not be caught in that negative mind frame. Thank goodness for Leos. You guys are finally you may be ending a connection, but you're beginning a new life. All right, moving on to Virgos. Real quickly, I am neutralizing the cards in between. I don't know if you guys know this, but just little energies accumulate, kind of like dog hair or cat hair. You don't think you're picking them up, but you do. In one of the upcoming videos that I'm going to be doing, I will talk to you about attachments. All right. Virgo. Let's see what's going on for Virgos. Spirit, can I get a couple jumpers? All right. Wow. Happy Virgo. All right, Virgos, I feel like you've been running a little bit solo for a while. Even if you're married. Kind of fell apart. You guys aren't connected anymore. We have the Six of Pentacles, or excuse me, Six of Cups. The connection may have been, there's something different about your connection. You may have an age difference. It could be a gender similarity. Male, male, female, female. Something different. It could be black, white. I don't care what it is, but there was something different in this connection. Somebody sincerely offered you some love, and yet you didn't quite receive it. However, something new is coming along. We have the Hierophant. Now, the Hierophant is kind of depicted as kind of clergy, kind of an old Pope type picture here. Most of the illustrations, excuse me, no coffee. I miss coffee. Most of the illustrations in a tarot deck are out of the Bible. Okay, you've heard me point out the angels. This guy is an old Pope. You've got somebody new coming into your periphery. Whether you choose to welcome them in as a possible partner, no matter whether it's love, business, you might be on a sports team and welcoming in somebody new. A lot of you guys are bowlers, whatever it is you do, a little one-on-one basketball. Somebody new's coming in. This is going to bring a little bit of a fresh start. And again, we have the Four of Wands coming in. It's going to be good. Welcome this person in. Now, I don't see this, if it is love, I don't see it being a forever in the same household kind of love. This very much feels like something long distance, as though two people keep their own housing, but still come together. Very loving, very caring. Sounds like a perfect arrangement for me. I'm a Virgo. I would love that. I don't want to pick up somebody else's socks. I don't want to wash anybody else's dishes. And above all, I want to know where my remote's at. All right, moving on to Libra. Hello, Libra. Welcome back. I have been going back and forth between Sage and Palo Santo. I had an attachment not too long ago while I was ill, and that's what kept me down. If you wonder why psychics and mediums charge so much, is we have a lot of risk that we take on when we welcome you into our office and into our electronic energy. I can pick up your energy when I'm doing a remote viewing with you, just like if you were in the room. All right, who am I on now? Libra, I do believe. Yes, Libra. All right. And that one went on the floor. We will retrieve it. Spirit, can I get a couple jumpers? Wow, and there you have it. Okay, that landed on the floor. Everybody else is only getting 3 cards. For some reason, Libra felt the need to kick a 4th card out. All right. We have the 5 of Swords. Man, it has been a battle. It has been a battle for Libra. 1 step forward, 2 steps back. That was the mindset you had. Oh God, what now? However, you have seen it enough that you're at the point where you're willing to walk away and not fight. That's what this is about. This is about not going to battle. This is about squaring up with who you are and how secure you are in yourself. We also have the Page of Swords. This is telling me you are beginning to find out what your truth is. You didn't know what it was. Like, who am I? What do I want to do? Trust me, I still don't know what I want to be when I grow up. You're ready. You're ready to take on the sword of truth. This guy here is the one that comes in, kind of blazes a trail for some of the better things to come. I guess I'm talking to Libra. I have to stop and remember. Oh my goodness. No coffee. We have the Queen of Pentacles. Again, with financial security being the theme of the day, I feel that again here for you guys. This is the Queen. Now, she doesn't throw that money around. She's cautious. She plans it out. She thinks it out. She budgets it out. She needs to know that she's got that finance to cover the bills. And we have the Hierophant again. This Hierophant is talking to me about, it may have been a family pattern, an old tradition of how you handled money in the past, and it really didn't work. I know my parents did not have a good financial background at all. Finance was willy-nilly at best. I have seen, as a child, eviction notices and foreclosures on my door. Now, Mom and Dad were always able to clean it up and bail themselves out. But that's where you get your background for money, is how your parents handled things or didn't handle things. This is about gaining a little bit of a strategy on your own finance. It's also talking to me about forgiveness. You got to forgive yourself. You know what? You may have goofed up. You may have really flubbed up, but you got to forgive yourself. All right. Moving on to Scorpio. Welcome back, Scorpio. I miss my coffee. This is tea. I like tea, but I sure miss my coffee. Just haven't got my taste back for coffee. All right, let's see what's happening for Scorpios. Oops, that was an operator error, and it did not mean to come out. I can feel it energetically when Spirit comes in to my sanctuary and they kick the cards out, kind of like that. I can feel it. Same way when I used to work with the magic paranormal flashlight, I could feel when Spirit had a hold of it. I am going to bring that paranormal flashlight back into the readings. However, I'm having a tough time finding good batteries that don't leak acid out of them. I have a hair. Usually it's a cat hair. All right. Scorpio. Let's see. All right, Scorpio, in the past, this is what you had. Betrayal, backstabbing, just a lot of deep wounds, painful endings. I feel like there were a lot of people behind that too, not just one. You may have had a group of people, family maybe, could be your baseball team, I don't know. But they were not real loving, caring, or affectionate. Didn't give a rat's ass about anybody else but themselves. That's all right. That 10 is completion. Bam, let's get it the hell out of here. We have the 9 of Pentacles. You just, yeah, Scorpio, you're one of the people that I see some financial things coming up. You're going to get a little glow up too. This 9 is about somebody that is an entrepreneur. You may be thinking about starting up a little startup business, selling something on eBay or, you know, whatever. Homemade Afghans, tying fishing lures, whatever it is. You're somebody that can really take care of yourself. You let this knock the hell out of you for a little bit, but you're going to come back on your feet in a good way. Reason being is because we've got the Star card. That absolutely talks about your growth, your healing. You actually kind of picking yourself up as an adult, getting out of that childish mindset. There is some good fortune that's going to come your way. Absolutely. I want you to know that there's always hope. Always. All right. Wrapping it up for Scorpio and moving on to Sagittarius. All right, Sagittarius. I'm going to neutralize the cards here. The best way I've seen a lot of people readers just kind of wave the wand, whether it's Sage or Palo Santo, over the cards. Personally, I like to fan them and then wave them over the smoke. All right. And the reason I am neutralizing so much today is because I feel your heavy energy coming at me. You guys must have missed me. All right. Let's see what's going on for Sagittarius. Spirit, can I get some jumpers, please? Whoops. Another jumper, please. One more for Sagittarius. All right. We have the Nine of Swords. Oh, woe is me. Get the hell out of your head. This 9 is the fact that you're wrapping up a cycle. It's painful. You haven't wanted to let this go, whatever it is. You've been hanging on to something because of your own insecurities. Some people would rather stay in a bad connection and not face the fear of trying to find something new or being on your own. You hear me suggest all the time that if you're breaking up and getting out of a situation, to heal before you move on. And that's what you really need to do here. Now, I do get the feeling that situation falling apart had a lot to do with money. We've got the Queen of Pentacles. She came up in reverse, so the money spilled out of her pocket. May have been something negative there that the spending was on, alcoholism, something. You've hung on to that situation because of the money. You stayed in a bad connection because of the money. You didn't think you could do it on your own. I want you to know you can. And I get the damn feeling that you're going to come out of this even better yet. Sagittarius, we have the Empress. That is somebody that is confident in who they are. You lost that confidence in this connection. You couldn't feel it. You couldn't see it. You were trying to pick somebody else up, encourage them, and in the meantime, it kept draining you. As you step away from this, you're going to step back into who you were. You're going to find yourself in this new situation. Also, eliminating that negative 9, you're going to find that abundance. There's going to be more growth. You're getting ready to go through a new cycle in your life, Sag, and it's really good. That's a 3 card. All right, moving on to Capricorn. All right, Capricorn, let's see what's coming for you guys. Oop, that one wanted out right away. Capricorn, you're one of those ones that are getting ready to glow up a little bit financially with abundance. Normally, when I speak of abundance, it can be family-oriented. It can be the fact that you find abundance in nature and just those gifts that come to us that way. All right. Capricorn, I feel like you had to make a decision to cut somebody out of your life. Something kind of negative, and you just had your fill of it. You decided that it's either you or me. And I just saw an orb go by for Capricorn. Did you guys see that? Somewhere around 49 minutes. You or me, and you finally, there goes another one through here. Wow, thank you, Spirit. And you chose you. Choose yourself every time. Now, if you're a parent, I know we put our kids first, and we put other people first. But when it comes down to the real brass tacks of things, you've got to remember that stewardess on the airplane, or the flight attendant, or whatever they call them now. And when they tell you about the oxygen mask, you have to put the mask on first before you can save somebody next to you. Because if you pass out, the kid passes, he's gone too. You've got to save yourself. Don't be afraid to make that decision. We have the King of Wands. Capricorn, you actually are a natural born leader. Haven't wanted to step into that role. Kind of a little bit afraid of all the responsibility. But I want you to know that things will keep happening until you step forward and take that on. Now, there may be some upcoming challenges. You know, when you're trying to let somebody out, cut them loose, going to be a little bit of challenge there. And it may not be easy. But we have this here black and white card, the High Priestess. This is telling me that your own intuition is going to guide you through this, that you'll know what to do. And you're going to know what to do without being harsh, cruel, or critical. Capricorn, you guys can really take the bull by the horns sometimes and, you know, beat the daylights out of a topic. But you're going to do it this time with a little more love and care. I need to pull one more card for Cap for some reason. Spirit is telling me to pull another card. Spirit, can I get a jumper for Capricorn, please? Yeah, you're getting ready to turn your back on something and walk away. That's fine. It's the right decision for you at this time. This is a number 7, 7 of Swords. You've dealt with all of the stuff that went on behind the scenes. Not everybody knew about it. You did. You knew that it was hurtful. But that card is talking to me about walking away from that deception. That's a 7. That card is meant to help raise you spiritually as a learning that you have just gone through. All right, Capricorn, moving on to Aquarius. All right, hello and welcome back. Heading out, not going to take that one. It didn't feel quite right. Let's see what's going on for Aquarius. Aquarius is kind of one of those odd signs. You would think with it being Aquarius that it would be a water sign, but it's actually an air sign. So they carry the traits of actually both a little bit. All right, Spirit, can I get a couple more jumpers for Aquarius? One more, please. All right, we have a pair of 7s right out of the chute. We have the 7 of Wands. Well. There was a challenge that you had that you were dealing with. This came up in reverse. This is something you're putting behind you now. You're working past it. There was something that was very false and fake, and now you're seeing it. Whether it was somebody's attitude, somebody's caring, somebody being in the moment. But it's a 7. May even been a Leo that you were dealing with. We have another 7. Instead of putting your thoughts into that 7 about everything being a battle, you have changed your mindset and are putting your attention on your own stuff. I don't care what anybody else has got going on. That's them. Let them deal with it. I'm going to mind my own damn business. I'm going to watch my own garden. I'm going to water it, and I'm going to watch it grow. Aquarius, you're good at this. You're good at nurturing. You're good at, you may have a flock of chickens. That's you. Aquarius, if this is you, just know that there are some really great things coming your way in what you're doing with your hands. Whether it's work, whether it's pleasure, whether it's a hobby, it's a good thing. We also have the 9 of nothing here. It's a major arcana. It is the Hermit card, but it is a 9. You would rather be alone than deal with people in crowds. Absolutely. Bam. I just want to be left alone. That's why you might have that flock of chickens. They're better companions. You may be the one raising the little herd of puppies. This is about the enlightenment that you have gained this far. You've been educating yourself. Maybe not so much book-wise, but you're looking back at some of the past things that have happened and you're going, I think I learned my lesson there. All right, there you have it, Aquarius. Moving on to Pisces. Okay, Pisces. Last but not least. Let's see what's going on for Pisces. Oh, excuse me, I got to uncross my legs. If you're doing tarot and you're a beginning tarot reader, both feet on the floor. You need to be grounded in order to pick up the best and clearest messages. All right, a couple more jumpers, please, for Pisces. Oh boy, happy, 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 joy, joy. All right, we have the 6 of Cups. This could be a family member that you may have been dealing with. Actually, I feel it might be a little bit more of a love connection. This card does represent Scorpio a little bit. This card is about the abundance that you're finding in love or with the family. I just have a wild hair day going on here. It is about you offering somebody else help. And you have in the past. You do it all the time. You just feel like you need to. That's Pisces is just absolutely caring, and it is Pisces alone. It's about abundance and multiplying the fishes. Okay. Your worry was you may do it alone. I don't think so. We have the Lover's card. I do get the feeling that somebody is coming into the connection for you. You had been on your own, didn't like it, gave it the best shot you could. However, the karmic lesson that you learned being on your own is what will sustain you into the next connection. It's those lessons. Sometimes life has to really wrap us over the head in order for us to wake up and come to. We also have the 9 of Pentacles. Now, one of the reasons you thought you could not do this on your own or succeed in that connection was for fear that there would not be enough to go around. Maybe the connection was with somebody that already has a family. Taking on a new partner is okay, but what if there's a couple of kids? What if there's 5 or 6 dogs? What if grandma has to come too? You've got it. Don't worry about it. This is a 9. This 9 is about talking about completions. This 9 is about a lesson completed in learning what abundance is. If that person has those kids, I want you to know that you're going to figure out how to love them all. Because it's going to come back. That's where the abundance is. It's in the love. It's literally in helping and taking care of somebody else. Normally, this is somebody that's independent and on their own, doing their own deal. Not anymore. You're bringing somebody new in. There you have it, Pisces. I do think I got all 12 signs. I hope I didn't miss anybody. Kind of drug on a little bit more, but you're going to see a little more detailed readings. Hopefully I have something else coming up for you before the end of the week. Kind of hectic getting things going again, getting scheduled again. But I want you to know that I never leave you, that I don't honestly, sincerely, and lovingly bless you with love and light. See you soon.